Hi friends, this is Sirisha, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Department of SNH, Chabrol Engineering College. In this video lecture, I am starting the new topic. The topic name is Mathematical Foundation of Computer Science. So in this topic, chapter 1 is Mathematical Logic. So what is logic and what is mathematical logic? So logic, when we use logic to solve the issues or to solve the problems or to solve uncertainty behind any issues or any problem, in such cases we use logic. And also to analyze particular situation or to analyze particular problem, in such a situations we use logic. So the main aim of logic is to provide rules by which one determine whether any particular argument or reasoning is valid or not. So what is mathematical logic? So the logic in which we use a mathematical phenomenon or mathematical results is called mathematical logic. So mathematical logic are classified in two types: a propositional logic and predicate logic. In this chapter, we learn about proposition logic. So, coming to learning objectives of this chapter: statements and notations, connectives and truth tables, normal forms, theory of inference for statement, predicates and quantifiers, inference theory of predicate calculus. So proposition or statement. So before going to proposition, a brief explanation about sentences. We are all know about sentences. We have four types of sentences: declarative sentence, imperative sentence, and interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. So what is declarative sentence? A sentence is of the form: it declares the result of the sentence, either it is true or false. The type of sentence is called declarative sentence. The sentence having a command, that type of sentence is called imperative sentence. The sentence having questioning, that type of sentence is called interrogative sentence. And another sentence is exclamatory sentences. So coming to our topic, proposition. A proposition or statement is a declarative sentence which is either true or false but not both. Which is either true or false but not both. So all declarative sentences which can be assigned with one and only one truth value, either true or false, are called proposition or statements. So the truth or falsity of a proposition is called its a truth value. So the truth or falsity of a proposition, so is called its a truth value. Truth values are of two types: true or false. They can be denoted by T and F, and also sometimes these are also denoted by the symbols 1 and 0, and 1 is for true and 0 is for false. So example, consider the following sentences. So Delhi is the capital of India. Delhi is the capital of India. Is this a declarative sentence? Yes, it is. Delhi is the capital of India. This is a declarative sentence, and this truth value is true. Kolkata is a country. Is this a declarative sentence? Yes, this is a declarative sentence and it is a proposition. So and it is a proposition, and the statement having truth value is false. Why? Because Kolkata is not a country. Kolkata is a state. So 5 is a number. 5 is a prime number. So is this a declarative sentence? Yes, it is a declarative sentence and it is a proposition and it is having truth value true. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 4. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 4 is a statement and the truth value of this statement is false, and the truth value of this statement is false. These are the propositions or statements because they are either true or false. They are having their truth values either true or false. So next consider the following sentences. How beautiful are you? So is this a statement? Is this a declarative sentence? No, it is not. How beautiful are you? Wish you a happy new year. This is also not a declarative sentence and it is not a proposition. So x plus y is equal to z. X plus y is equal to z is a not a declarative sentence. Is not a declarative sentence. It depends on the value of x comma y. It depends on the value of x comma y comma z. But these values are not specified. So this is not a proposition. So this is not a proposition. Take one book. For whom you are questioning, take one book. So this is not also a proposition. So these are the examples for not propositions. So these are not propositions as they are not declarative in nature. So that is, they do not declare a definite truth value true or false. True or false. So propositional logic or propositional calculus. Propositional calculus is also known as statement calculus. It is the branch of mathematics that is used to describe a logical system or structure. So propositional logic, the area of logic that deals with propositions is called propositional logic or propositional calculus. So a logical system consists of a universe of propositions, truth tables for the logical operators, and definitions that explain equivalence and implication of propositions. So in this propositional calculus, statements, atomic statement or compound statement. So what is atomic statement and what is compound statement? A statement which cannot be subdivided is called atomic statement. A statement which cannot be subdivided is called atomic statement. For example, 5 less than 6. This is an atomic statement. So next, compound statement or composite statement or molecular statement. So a statement which can be subdivided into two or more statements. A statement which can be subdivided into two or more statements is called molecular statement or compound statement. So Hari, example, Hari will study or he will play. Hari will study or he will play. So here two statements combined with two statements. Hari will study or he will play. So these type of statements are called compound statements. So the compound statement consists of two or more atomic statements with some connectives. So next one, connectives. Now we will discuss connectives used to form compound statements. Now we will discuss connectives used to form compound statements. Connectives are used to form compound statements. So the words or phrases or symbols which are used to make a proposition by two or more propositions are called logical connectives or simply connectives. Logical connectives or simply connectives. So types of connectives. Basically, connectives are classified into 5 types. They are negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication, by implication. So in this connectives we have 5 types: negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication and by implication. So negation. So negation is opposite to proposition. Negation is opposite to proposition, which means if P is any proposition, then the negation of P is denoted by not P. If P is any proposition, then the negation of P is not P. So the negation of a statement is generally formed by writing the word not at a proper place in the statement, or by prefixing the statement with the phrase it is not the case that. So the negation of a statement is generally formed by writing the word not at a proper place in the statement, or by prefixing the statement with the phrase it is not the case that. So the rule of the negation is, if the proposition P is true, then negation P is false. If the proposition P is false, then negation P is true. So opposite to proposition. Negation is opposite to proposition. Totally opposite to proposition. So if P denotes a statement, then the negation of P is written as tilde P. The symbol is called tilde P, and read as not P. If the truth value of P is true, then the truth value of P is false. Also, if the truth value of P is false, then the truth value of negation P is true. So the truth table for negation is, so P having truth values, two truth values, true and false. So the truth table of single variable consists of two possibilities. The truth table of single variable consists of two possibilities, that is true or false. So here P is a proposition and having two possibilities, true, false. So if P is true, then negation P is false, and if P is false, then negation P is true. For example, consider the statement P, Kolkata is a city. Then the negation of P is, negation P is Kolkata is not a city. Kolkata is not a city. Here the word not is prefixing the statement. So Kolkata is not a city. Consider the statement P, Kolkata is a city. Then the negation of P is tilde P, Kolkata is not a city. Although the two statements Kolkata is not a city and it is not the case that Kolkata is a city are not identical. We have translated both of them by P. The reason is that both these statements have the same meaning. Next one, conjunction. The conjunction of two statements or propositions P and Q is the statement P and Q. So, and P and Q, which is read as P and Q. Here it is the symbol of conjunction P and Q, which is read as P and Q. The statement P and Q has the truth value true whenever both P and Q have the truth value true. Otherwise, it has truth value false. Otherwise, it has the truth value false. If P comma Q be two propositions, then the conjunction of P comma Q is denoted by P and Q, and we read it as P and Q. P and Q is obtained by inserting the word and between the two propositions P comma Q. So the rule of the conjunction is truth value of P and Q is true. The truth value of P and Q is true if both P comma Q propositions are having the truth value true, and in all cases P and Q is false, and in all cases P and Q is false. So truth table for conjunction. So here having two propositions and the truth table of two propositions having four possibilities. So the truth table for three variables consisting of four possibilities. So those are P having true, true, false, false, and Q having true, false, true, false. So the compound statement of these two propositions having true when P and Q both are true. In remaining cases, the compound statement, the conjunction of P comma Q is false. The conjunction of P comma Q is false. So example, consider the following statements. So here they given two atomic statements. So P, it is raining today. A Q proposition is there are 10 chairs in the room. So how we write these two atomic statements into compound statement using conjunction is it is raining today and there are 10 chairs in the room. So it is raining today and there are 10 chairs in the room. So the symbolic form is P and Q. So usually in our everyday language the conjunction and is used between two statements which have some kind of relation. Thus the statement it is raining today 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 sounds like odd, but in logic it is a perfectly acceptable statement formed from the statements it is raining today and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So one more example, translate the following statement. So here they given compound statement. Jack and Jill went up the hill into symbolic form using conjunction. So Jack and Jill went up the hill. So we write this compound statement into, first we write these compound statement into atomic statements and two propositions. Let P proposition is Jack went up the hill and Q proposition is Jill went up the hill. So then the given statement can be written in symbolic form is P and Q. P and Q. So next one, disjunction. So disjunction of two statements P and Q is the statement PRQ. So the symbol is here like this PRQ, which is read as PRQ. The statement PRQ has the truth value F only when both P and Q have the truth value F. Otherwise it has truth value true. So in this disjunction we have two types, inclusive OR and exclusive OR. So in inclusive OR, the disjunction is true when at least one of the two proposition is true. One of the two proposition is true. So the rule of the inclusive OR is the disjunction of P or Q gives the truth value is false if both P and Q are false, otherwise it is true. So what is the rule of disjunction inclusive OR? The disjunction of P or Q, the disjunction of P or Q gives the truth value is false when both P and Q are false, otherwise in remaining cases the truth value is true. So the disjunction is true when at least one of the two propositions is true. So truth table for disjunction inclusive OR is P proposition having truth values true, true, false, false, and Q having truth values true, false, true, false, and the disjunction P R Q. So here P truth value is true and Q truth value is also true. So at least one is true, then the disjunction is true. So here P is true, so the disjunction is true, and Q is true, the disjunction is true. So here both the P and Q propositions having the truth value false, then the disjunction is giving truth value is false. So exclusive OR, the disjunction is true only when one of the proposition is true. The disjunction is true only when one of the proposition is true. So what is the rule of exclusive OR? The truth value of P comma Q is true when one of P comma Q is true. So P comma Q is true and other one is false, otherwise it is false. So here both are true, then it is true, and both are false, then it is false. So here also both true, the disjunction of exclusive OR gives false. Both are false, the disjunction of exclusive gives false. In remaining two cases it gives true. So both the same values, true, either it is true it gives false, either it is false it gives false. So the truth value of P comma Q is true when one of the P comma Q is true, when one of the proposition is true. So in second case and third case, in second case P having truth value true and Q having truth value false. In this case this exclusive OR gives truth value true, and here in third case F P having truth value false and Q having truth value true. So in this case also one of the P comma Q having truth value true, so the exclusive OR is true. In remaining two cases P comma Q are both are same. In in first case both P and Q having truth value true, so the disjunction gives false, the disjunction gives false, and in fourth case P and Q having truth value false and the disjunction gives false. So the example, consider the following statements. P proposition is I shall go to the game, and Q proposition is I shall watch the game on television. So these are the propositions. We combine these two propositions using the disjunction. So how we write these two statements? Then P or Q, I shall go to the game or watch the game on television. I shall go to the game or watch the game on television. So next one, conditional proposition. So if P and Q are any two statements, then the statement P implication Q. So the symbol is implication, P implication Q, which is read as if P then Q. If P then Q is called conditional statement or proposition or implication, and the connective is the conditional connective. The conditional is defined by the following table. So conditional proposition or implication. If any two statements P and Q, the implication is denoted by P implication Q, which is read as if P then Q. So the truth value of P implication Q is false only if P is true and Q is false. Only if P is true and Q is false, otherwise P implication Q is true. So in this truth table, the propositions P comma Q, P having truth values true, true, false, false, and Q having truth values true, false, true, false. So the rule is when P is true and Q is false, the conditional proposition having truth value false. In remaining cases, the truth value is true. So in second case, P having truth value true and Q having truth value false. So the compound proposition using conditional proposition gives the truth value is false. In remaining cases, the truth value is true. In remaining cases, the truth value is true. So in this conditional statement, P is called hypothesis or premise or antecedent, and Q is called the consequence or conclusion. Consequence or conclusion. So some of the alternative terminologies used to express P implication Q are P implies Q or P only if Q, Q if P, or Q when P, Q follows from P, or Q whenever P. These are the alternative terminologies of conditional proposition. So what is the rule of conditional proposition? The truth value of P implication Q, the truth value of P implication Q is false only if P is true and Q is false. Only if P is true and Q is false. In remaining cases, the truth value is true. So consider the example. Translate the following statement. The crop will be destroyed if there is a flood into flood. The crop will be destroyed if there is a flood into symbolic form using conditional connective. So solution is, so here the statement is the crop will be destroyed if there is a flood. So this can be written in atomic statements. Let's see proposition. The crop will be destroyed. The crop will be destroyed. When it will destroyed? If there is a flood. So let us rewrite the given statement as if there is a flood, then the crop will be destroyed. If there is a flood, then the crop will be destroyed. So the symbolic form of the given statement is F implies Q. If P, then Q. So another example, let P and Q denote the statements. P proposition is you drive over 70 km per hour. Q proposition, you get a speeding ticket. So write the following statements into symbolic form. You will get a speeding ticket if you drive over 70 km per hour. So here P proposition is you drive over 70 km per hour. You get a speeding ticket. So write the following statements into symbolic form. So you will get a speeding ticket if you drive over 70 km per per hour. So the solution of this statement is P implies Q. You will get a speeding ticket if you drive over 70 km per hour. Driving over 70 km per hour is sufficient for getting a speeding ticket. Driving over 70 km per hour is sufficient for getting a speeding ticket. So the proposition is P implication Q. So another terminology here in question they are mentioned the different terminologies. So if you do not drive over 70 km per hour, then you will not get a speeding ticket. So this can be also denoted P implication Q. So whenever you get a speeding ticket, you drive over 70 km per hour. So Q implication P. Next one, converse, inverse and contrapositive. Converse, inverse and contrapositive. So if P implication Q, so conditional proposition. If P implication Q is a conditional statement, then the converse statement is Q implication P. Then the converse statement of given statement is Q implication P, and the inverse statement is tilde P implication tilde Q, tilde P implication tilde Q, and the contrapositive statement is tilde Q implication tilde P, tilde Q implication tilde P. So truth table for converse of P implication Q. So P and Q are two propositions and the truth values of Q implication P. So what is the condition for conditional statement? Here Q is true and P is false, then the statement having truth value false. In other cases true. So here Q in third case Q having truth value true and P having truth value false. So then the conditional statement having the truth value false. In remaining cases it gives truth value true. So truth table for tilde P implication tilde Q. So inverse of P implication Q. So first of all we write negation P values and negation Q values. So in first column P having truth values true, true, false, false, and Q having truth values true, false, true, false, and negation P. So P, when P is true, negation P is false, true, false, false, true, false, true. So in Q having truth value true, so negation P false, false, true, true, false, false, true. So the conditional statement negation P implication negation Q. So when negation P is true and negation Q is false, this condition gives the false. In remaining cases it having the truth value true. So in third case negation P having truth value true and negation Q having truth value false. In this case this conditional statement gives having the truth value false. In other cases it is true. So truth table for negation Q implication negation P. So this condition is called contrapositive of P implication Q. So in this also we write P column, Q column, and negation Q and negation P. So condition is negation Q implication negation P. So here negation Q value is true and negation P value is false, then this conditional statement having false in truth value false, and remaining cases the conditional statement having truth values true. So in second case we observe in second case negation Q having truth value true and negation P having truth value false. In this case, we get truth value of this conditional statement is false. In remaining cases, the truth values is true. So this is about converse, inverse and contrapositive. So next one is examples. Consider the statement. So P proposition is it rains, and Q proposition the crop will grow. Then the if then conditional statement of these two statements is if it rains then the crop will grow. The conditional statement, what is the conditional statement of the given atomic statements is if it rains then the crop will grow. So what is the converse of these statements? If the crop will grow then there has been rain. Then if the crop will grow then there has been rain. So what is the inverse of this? If it does not rain then the crop will not grow. So what is the inverse of the given proposition? If it does not rain then the crop will not grow. So the contraposition of the implication P implication Q. So negation Q implication negation P states that if the crop do not grow then there has been no rain. That crop do not grow then there has been no rain. So example, construct the truth table for P implication Q and Q implication P. P implication Q and Q implication P. So the propositions here we having two propositions P comma Q, and the truth values of these two propositions are P true true false false and Q true false true false, and P implication Q. P implication Q. So the truth values of P implication Q is when P is true and Q is false, this condition having truth value false. In remaining cases the truth value is true. So in second case P is true and Q is false, then the truth value is false. In remaining cases true true. So Q implication P, here Q is when Q is true and P is false, we are having truth value false. So in third case we are having truth value of this conditional statement false. In remaining cases true, it is true. So the given condition P implication Q and Q implication P. So here the connective is conjunction and connection. So what is the rule of and? Truth value of P implication Q and Q implication P is true if both P implication Q and Q implication P are true. In remaining cases it is false. So here P implication Q in second, first and fourth case P implication Q and Q implication P having truth value true. So it is true, and remaining two cases it is false. So biconditional proposition. So connective, last connective, biconditional proposition. If P and Q are any two propositions, then the biconditional statement is denoted by P by implication Q. Read it as P if and only if Q. Read it as P if and only if Q, and abbreviated as P if Q is called a biconditional statement, and the connective is the biconditional connective. So the rule of the biconditional statement proposition is the truth value of P by implication Q is true if both P and Q have same truth values, otherwise false in other cases. So what is the rule for biconditional? P and Q are having same, both P and Q have same truth values, either it is true or false. Having same truth value, it is true. In and in other cases it is false. So look at the table, truth table. P and Q having same truth values in first case and fourth case. In first case P and Q are both true, then the biconditional statement of these two propositions is true, and in fourth case both P and Q are having truth value false, so the biconditional statement of these two propositions gives true. So in remaining cases it is false, because in second and third cases P and Q are having opposite truth values. Okay, so what is the rule for biconditional statement? If truth value of P by implication Q is true if both P and Q have same truth value, otherwise false in other cases. Thank you.